Thank you, MechWarriors, and welcome back to another episode of MegaMek as we get into the campaigns of the Striking Serpents, and the first two battles so far have gone very well. A brand new campaign at this point. They are on the planet of Scandia, trying to raise holy hell and get as much attention as possible. But now we're going to be jumping into our first ever space mission. So this ought to be fun. So I will now reread what I had just started reading. So as part of Operation Euroiden, which is the mission we're currently on, the Chuyo, which is the Leopard CV that we currently have alongside with us. It's this ship. Say hello. If you pause the video, you can actually read whatever that says. The Chuyo has been assigned to support from space by attacking shipping and destroying enemy aerospace fighter support. With that in mind, Captain Bryant has elected to attack a listening post in polar orbit around the moon of Simbri. Enemy aerospace fighter forces stationed on the moon have deployed to intercept Foxsnake and protect the lightly armored station. There will not be an actual station on this particular mission, but in the future they will be represented in the show. Remember, you either die hot or cold in space. Well, you're going in a polar orbit over Simbri. By the way, for those of you who don't really get the full extent of the absolute hilarious, I will not spoil the joke, but it's fun. The joke will come up later. Ain't wrong. Welcome to space. Space. So here we have our forces of Foxsnake, as they are now in space. 6 aerospace fighters from the ground have deployed into space in order to attempt to stop you from doing whatever it is you're going to do. Yes, indeed, action stations. If I had the rights to it, I would play Battlestar Galactica. File, game, replace the player, Scandia Militia, Final Frontier. Alright, we have a lot of ground to cover it in and not too much time to do it with, so first things first, yeah, I thought I had forgotten that. Can't just dump it, unfortunately. So this fighter is going to be a little bit slower than normal. But hey, should be fine. Right? Maybe, potentially. In any event, we're going to boost up to 4, get ourselves on the way. So, in space, it doesn't work quite the same as ground combat, or even in atmosphere combat. I am by no means an expert in space battles, so I'm not going to be doing a tutorial anytime soon, but just a basic primer for the people who are going to be watching for the stream. So, we now have a safe and over-safe thrust. We can accelerate up to 7 times safely and then move 7 hexes, or we can turbo boost ourselves up 11 times and have to take a piloting check. Only on the Eagle. Only on the Eagle. That's the funny thing. So best of luck to Stormhawk. So as you accelerate, you actually keep the momentum that you carry with you. You do also on the ground map. On the ground map, you carry momentum into the next turn. It's just that your momentum is reduced by 1 every single turn. So you generally will accelerate 1 and stop 1 because you move 16 hexes on the ground map. Well, in space, we're going to carry all of this momentum over with us, and that's going to affect our maneuverability as things move on. So we can boost up to 7 hexes with the Samurai. Next turn, we're going to start with a speed of 7 hexes. So... and we can just keep on boosting and boosting and boosting. And the faster you're going, the harder it is to turn around and do awesome maneuvers. Can he drop the bombs in the pretense that they're space mines? I don't know, so I will be trying in the next phase as it comes up, because we're going to have a turn. We're going to have a turn before the enemy actually gets into position to do anything to us. But we are going to give it a shot. Hopefully, yes, but I fear no. So the Samurai now taking the lead as our dogfighter. Well, the same number is. So the Reaver, I don't really want the Reaver to get too involved too early, because the Reaver has only ammunition-based weapons, and we don't have a lot of ammo on board the Chuyo. The Chuyo has 34 tons of equipment, which had to be spaced among parts, sensor systems, ammunition, and armor. And that's not a lot of space. They're going to be up here for 6 months. They don't even have enough fuel to be up here for 6 months. So there will be a couple of missions in the future involving that fueling problem. We're going to get you up to speed just so you've got some maneuverability on this one. And Greybeard, you had Ost if you were here. This is you. Driving the Dream Baby. Also going to boost you up to 5. Get you in a nice little line. And the most recent introduction to the lines, I forgot to introduce him, but we now also have Edmund Canterbury, also known as Igor. He is our newest aerospace fighter pilot, rounding out the 6. Am I the only one with tail guns? No, there's 2 or 3 of these aerospace fighters have tail guns too. So you've got some protection from mine. They'll just follow you. Remember your yaw roll pitch maneuvers to change flip heading for only 2 thrusts compared to the usual 3. I don't know if I can use those. I say that from the perspective of, oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I will have to remember that. So there's roll. I'm not seeing a yaw though. Evade, next unit, ram, land, fly off, hover, maneuver, just grade out, decelerate. Yeah, we're still getting used to flying in space. But yeah, boosting for 6 to start getting ourselves into an inverted wedge. And this is the other thing. Ranges in space are not the same as in tabletop. So this is our maximum range with these. Our rocket launchers can actually shoot out fairly far. How are we doing? We just started. By the way, this is you over here in your Stingray. Congratulations, E1 Waller. Rocket launchers have a surprisingly long range. Medium lasers, not so much. So also a few aft guns, which can now actually shoot. Wait, only one hand? Wait, what? Thank goodness my Firebee has 2 hands. We have to do raids for parts. We absolutely will have to raid for parts. It will be fun. Now, the enemy is nowhere near in range, at least not for the PPCs at the moment, so we're not going to be able to do anything about that. I would like to see, though, if I can dump those bombs. Again, I don't think that I can. Oh, I can. Okay, thank God. So, yes, these mines should not have been here anyway. So, dump that out. Dump. Dump. This will get all of his maneuverability back, which will be very nice. Dump. So that's his 5 high explosive bombs. He's going to keep his rocket launchers because, you know, they're air-to-air missiles, but this is the only time he's going to get those. So, yeah. Alright, so his Eagle, completely out of range, can't do anything. The Samurai is a knife fighter designed for the phone booth, and so therefore this is his maximum range. He's not going to be able to do anything with that. I'm just going to affect damage high-low. And then if you're in the aft market, I'm putting you in the back. He can't do anything. The Lucifer's AC-10I guns, as you can see, are stupidly long-ranged. So the earlier discussions as to how this is going to work, and the Lucifer's T4's mech or aerospace fighter, yeah, they're good. They're really good. The only problem, they cost ammunition. But other than that, I mean, just look at that range. These AC-10Is are absolutely gorgeous for air-to-air combat. So this will be interesting to see what he can do. Unfortunately, we started just slightly out of range, so we're not going to be able to use that. So I'm happy my old Aeodin has heads. Damage high-low. Drag you up. You up. I'm going to manually position my stuff. Drag you up. You up. Because the machine guns you can just spam. Like, there's no limit on how many machine guns you can fire because they have no heat. So the AC-20 SRM-4s, all the nose. Then we have a pair of aft-mounted medium lasers, which can go to the bottom. That's almost never going to be used. And any other? Yeah. So it has an extremely heavy throw weight if we're in close. AC-20 will wreck you if you can get a range. Yes, if you can get a range with an AC-20, it will bombard you into little tiny pieces. It's great. Unfortunately, also suffers from the problem of having ammunition. The Thunderstorm will go damage high-low again. Do you have aft? You do have a pair of pre-firing medium lasers. He also has a pair of LRM-20s, which, as you can see, also can reach out and touch people. Unfortunately, on this first turn, we are just barely out of range, but next turn, we will have those missiles available to be used. So still nothing to fire on there. And the Stingray has his PPC and a pair of twin larges, which, you know, pretty decent range. And fairly quick on his own. First turn passes by with just explanations of how things are supposed to work. We have begun dumping the high explosive bombs. And we will hopefully be able to do cool stuff. I'm going to keep the Eagle back just for now. I do want to rush the Stingray in a little bit, but I may not need to. Ooh, actually, I'm going to have the Lucifer coast. So as you can see, we keep our velocity from last round, and because of the speed we're moving at, we can hook it over pretty hard. We can do some pretty interesting things. You can decelerate next or accelerate next, which will affect next turn, or you can use accelerate, decelerate. If we wanted to, we could bring ourselves to a full and complete stop just by decelerating 5 times. But no, we're going to coast with the Lucifer because of those heavy cannons. Now, the Sparrowhawks are the 2 heaviest fighters on the field right now. They're even then not super huge. And the Cheetahs are also available and insanely quick. But I think I should be in Sparrowhawk range. I kind of want to boost you really hard. See if I can't actually get you into range. If I go a full turbo boost into this, this would get me to... Ooh, just out of range. All right, no point. We're going to coast another round, and then next round we'll start really using our acceleration. The Eagle, I am worried about the dumping of bombs at the moment, so I'm not going to boost him in as well. So he'll be in a nice position to follow up. Although that particular Eagle is actually more designed for anti-dropship work because of the PPCs. I wish dumping bombs would make that hex on my field. That'd be really interesting. It's almost as if the Reaver got really fit expecting cast duties. So I have tested flying your guys' ships a little bit. Nothing too insane, because I wanted to be able to kind of like show the progression to you guys as well. But those machine guns are actually surprisingly useful. So just in hunting out for crits. The poor Aztec forgot to take the bombs off the wreck. Okay, the Samurai doesn't have... Yes, the Samurai, now that it has the improvement from being in a factory, has the entire extent of its boosting capabilities. It's wonderful. I suddenly feel my range is inadequate. Compared to the Lucifer, yes, but compared to everybody else, you're a fairly medium-ranged aerospace fighter. You can do a lot of interesting things. I think I want the Reaver moving up a bit more. My worry with the Reaver is it's not particularly maneuverable, being, you know, super fat. AC my LRM range. All right, I'm gonna have to pull up at least a few more hexes. They'll pretty solidly put me in range. I could keep trying to boost forward to get him into medium or large laser range, but I'm not going to try that. Stinger, on the other hand, is absolutely going to accelerate hard. I'm going to use every little bit of that aircraft. So starting from here, what's your weapon range, and would it be worth it to try and get in? Oh, totally worth it. Totally worth it. All right, we're going to accelerate your full overboost. So turn that sucker bright. We're going to get you into range this round. Ooh, rolled a 4. Needed a 7. Did not work. So that didn't work out so great. Space combat makes arrows basically like ground ranges, no half the map for strafing. You get to feel the pain. It certainly changes things. All right, you don't have anything to do this round. You don't have anything to do this round. You just barely don't have anything to do this round. Oh, I should have put you a little bit faster. Reaver has nothing to do this round, but Dream Baby does. Because Dream Baby has LRMs. These guys are targets. Start our heat build up already. Fire a nice spread of missiles out of there. Yeah, got a bit overall. Well, I wanted to get him arranged to use his weapons, and I think I can make this work. I mean, I think. It took a little bit of structural damage on that one. But now he's boosting hard. His velocity is 15. Make sure you check out Play-Doh. Interesting. I'll definitely be back just a minute run. Well, we'll look forward to seeing you there. So you are in range for these large lasers, or one of your large lasers and a PPC. So we'll be able to spread the love a little bit. We're going to see if we can't focus up on him. This is with that PPC as well. Unfortunately, our other half of the weapons are not available. That's fine. All right, Thunderbird immediately opens fire, manages to nail him 8 of 8, and damages the landing gear. So, an initial start. LRM 22nd misses. However, the weapons fire from the Stingray, the large laser does manage to hit. However, no effect on that, and a miss from the PPC. Yeah, must take 1 control. Must make 1 thrust span exerts. SA, base target is 5, +1, +0. Needed a 5, rolled a 7. Okay, so you're not out of control from doing that boost. And we finished dumping the bombs. So now we can really get the Eagle in on this. So we're gonna boost the Eagle up 5 and start getting it involved in the fight. The Samurai, I would like to get on top of one of these Sparrowhawks. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that. I don't want to go over the boost. Oh, we've got him. Gonna streak right on in at maximum power. Gray's cluster hitter will come in handy here. Yep, absolutely. Lucifer does not need to accelerate. I mean, he's just going to continue to coast on in, firing his heavy long-range guns. This is going to eat into our ammo. However, I feel it'll be worth it. All right, we're going to accelerate into 5 on this one. And I do want to focus on these Sparrowhawks. We can't, unfortunately, make a turn because we're boosting so hard. Will that put me in range from an AC-20? It will not. Ooh. Alright, that'll put me in range of a cheetah. The cheetah's not going to be there, though. Can I roll this? No. No, I cannot. Right there is what I want. So we're only going to accelerate 2. And that'll ensure that we are right on the correct position to nail these guys. Dream Baby, we really don't want to accelerate too much. Oh, the Sparrowhawk decided to come in. So this angle, because of the way the Aerospace fighter boost 4 turn, then turn. No, we're just gonna go like this, and then we'll turn into the fight on the next turn. So because of the way that Aerospace fighter arcs are measured, the start of the arc is actually here in front of you, and so it goes out in this and this. So this area just to the upper right and upper left of your spacecraft, and lower right and lower left is a total dead zone. Like there's no guns that shouldn't shoot there. So this Reaver can't shoot back at the Sparrowhawk, but luckily we didn't set it up to engage that. We're going after the Cheetah. However, the Thunderbird absolutely can engage it. We can make that turn if we want, because we have more freedom of movement. And I think we're going to make that turn, because I feel this furball is going to zip down, and we're going to want to start being able to maneuver into the right spot. All right, the Stingray. Stingray is surging over the top. So we're going to decelerate. Maybe not that far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to slow ourselves down as we come on through. And then we'll be able to hook in back behind them. Oh, apparently we have not used all of my velocity. Lies. Oh, did I hit accelerate? There we go. The Stingray in motion. Thrust exceeds crit. Oh, he's still slowing down. Luckily, he's not braking this time. Just outside of the port PPC field. However, the starboard one does see the Sparrowhawk. So the Eagle starting to get in on the action. I am going to open fire with all of my rocket launcher pods as a bit of a long-range skirmishing, just because I also don't want them. Cheetah's going to be able to shoot the Samurai, but the Samurai is here for one purpose and one purpose only, and that is to utterly obliterate this Sparrowhawk as best as we can. Lucifer in a good position, also going to engage the Sparrowhawk from long range. And the Reaver. Hi, Cheetah. Let's see how well a Cheetah deals with this. And then we just flash machine gun pods. Thunderbird in a wonderful position to engage the Sparrowhawk. And fire with 3 large lasers. Or slightly less than that. Large laser, and then LRM 20. If I can get 1 medium laser on, that'll be a nice heat neutral curve. There we go. Bring him back. Alright, Eagle opening fire, hits him with the PPC, misses with most of his rockets. However, one of the pods does manage it and hits the avionics. Not once, but twice. Ooh, that's going to be great. That's going to screw him on checks. Rocket launchers ammo based? Yeah, this will be the only rocket launchers that we have because it's 1 ton per shot. And if you have 34 tons total, you can't manage that. No, the Cheetah does not have more. Cheetah is a light arrow, which would struggle to take a single 10, much less 220s. It's gonna be fun. Cheetah opening fire, medium lasers on the Samurai. Most of those managed to hit, no penetrations though. Samurai opening fire on the Sparrowhawk, critting out a small laser, hits his sensors as well, and a whole mess of other damage. More damage coming down to the Samurai, however, doesn't manage to get anything through. Once again, that armor too tough. Lucifer managing to slam the avionics from long range with one of those AC Thin Eyes. Now the Cheetah engaging that Samurai, trying to weaken the side of it. Not being as effective as it could be. Reaver opening fire, the first one misses. That's kind of why I fireballed him. Second one does hit and smashes through right to his internals and hits his sensors. Let's see if the machine guns can close that up. Unfortunately, they did not. Yeah, he's almost dead. He's so close to death. And last one engages the Samurai as well. Thunderbird opening fire on the Shadowhawk, managed to get a heatsink destroyed and a crit on a small laser. Didn't take him out just yet. And the Sparrowhawk completely unloading on the Reaver, but it's all small lasers, so none of that actually manages to get through. Alrighty. Sparrowhawk is out of control as... Oh, both Sparrowhawks are out of control now. Alright. So they will now have to maintain a specific speed and direction. If I recall correctly, they're coasting. I want to move you further. I kind of do, actually. Currently haven't used all my velocity. How much velocity am I currently holding? 9? Let's actually decelerate. Get ourselves back under the safe threshold. And we'll hook that back around.
New target
So the
acquired.
out-of-control one's zipping off over here. We're going to see if we can't give chase. Rocket has subscribed, plus 4-month streak. Been with us for 5 months. The love going out. If you have heartbeats right now, send forth the love as well. I don't think I can make this turn fully. Yeah, no, not quite. Lucifer. You should actually be in a position to follow up on that. And you will be. Wonderful. And the Eagle should be in a position to follow up on that. You will be once I set you up there. That'll get both PPCs into position. And his medium lasers. Perfect. So we're crossing the 2 out of control ones, which will be very nice. I don't want to move the Samurai yet because I want to be able to juke the Samurai around because it's already under a lot of fire. Same thing with you. Less so with you. If worse comes to worse, I'm just going to unload on this Sparrowhawk. So that should be fine. Okay, Cheetah coming right in for the Eagle. Quicker velocity, 14. I'm a little bit over. I still don't know what this roll button does. Wait, what? Didn't get a ping and just got notified? Oh, well, welcome to the stream. No worries. Current speed is 11. We're going to come down in speed. Things are about to get interesting. By interesting, I mean painful. I'm going to see if I can't get to here. Means I need to slow down a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we're going to burn into him. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to slip right back far enough that I can get that. But I would need 2 more points, so 7 points of deceleration. It's not worth damaging the Reaver. So I'm going to decelerate our save 5, and I'm going to turn hard. And we're not going to be in a good position until for next turn, but that'll be fine. I'm going to bring you wide out and around. That'll get you down to 9 velocity. And we'll be ready to turn soon. Okay, Cheetah bails out, so he's not having a good day. Oh, because they burned super hard. The Cheetah pilot's out of his fighter at this point. Probably just space stuff. Because ramming with an aerospace fighter is generally a bad idea. All right, let's see if we can't shoot him down before he has a chance to do anything. That'll be all of my medium lasers. The Samurai is coasting around. The Lucifer in his position to continue to follow up on him. And the Reaver wasn't able to make that turn as hard as we would have liked. One more turn and we would have, but unfortunately it was not to be. However, you do have an aft gun. But he's in the blind spot. You are in a wonderful position to continue to harass this poor fellow. 120s. There we go. And the Stingray also in a wonderful position to harass this guy. Or we can go after this cheetah, which I'm a little bit more tempted to go after. Alright, so the Eagle opening fire on the Sparrowhawk manages to hit him with both PPCs. His medium lasers managing to cut on through, injuring the pilot. So that'll be a nice little weakness on that one. Cheetah opening fire on the Eagle, managing to scatter off things, but he has managed to hit the damage threshold, so penetrating hits are a likeliness. Lucifer opening fire at long range does manage to hit with one of his AC-10s, not both though. Does exceed the damage threshold, but doesn't accomplish anything. Cheetah hitting the Thunderbird, but the Thunderbird is still standing strong. Small lasers into him, still same effect. And Thunderbird again from the Cheetahs. Thunderbird replies, however, this time hitting the Sparrowhawk and bursting through the left wing armor entirely. However, he's not able to finish that up with his LRM-20 as he misses with a 5 instead of the 7 that he needed. Stingray does manage to hit the Cheetah with his PPC. And I anticipate people are going to be fine. Successes on our maneuvering rolls, they regain control. However, the one Sparrowhawk continuing to run out of control. If you're in space, you should be suited so you can survive, right? Yep. Might be unlikely to happen. No, there'd be rescuing. Not heartless. Lucifer is going to chase after this guy. Faster moving, do we know? Air velocity is 10. Jeez, you're booking it. Yeah, I may not be in range with my guns at this range. Okay then. Stingray, I want to be careful with you because of your exuberant damage, and I do want this Sparrowhawk. You're going to come around. That might put you in a position to go after that cheetah. Maybe. I want the Sparrowhawk. I do also want to sucker them into the Eagle. That would be great. Stingray is actually in a pretty good position to follow up on this one. Maybe here. Perfect. Slot in right perfectly on these cheetahs. Sparrowhawk moving and just outside of range of the Samurai on that one. The Eagle, however, he's not going to be able to get away with. The Eagle wants him. The Reaver can come around pretty nicely right on top of that. Unfortunately, I still travel. That'll work. In fact, I will only decelerate once. Make that turn, and it'll be a nice, easy turn on into him. This cheetah is not going to have a good day. This cheetah... need to decelerate once. This cheetah's about to have a worse one. Oh, I can't turn if I do that. That's unfortunate. I do want a good angle on you. Can I get any of this turn going? Or am I stuck on this path? Pilot Nicole Amir enjoying the view. Yeah, he's just kind of hanging out there, isn't he? Watching spacecraft zip all around him. What am I at? I'm going to decelerate 4. And yeah, that'll do it. As we hook on back around. Alright, over here. Sparrowhawk, hi. I want you dead. And I have the PPCs to do it, theoretically. Samurai is just barely out of that shot. He barely got around us. Lucifer still barely in range with his AC-10 eyes. Gonna fire from that range. Hi, Mr. Cheetah. Twin AC-20 to the face. A pair of SRMs, and then some machine guns, because why not? This, by the way, is why the machine guns are actually kind of amusingly not good, but like not terrible either. Because if I can get nose on with those machine guns, Cheetah about to get wrecked. I hope. I have strong hopes. Ooh, impossible. Wait, are you not real? Oh, you're not real. Shoot, never mind. That was a bit of a waste. You have an aft gun? You do. Lovely, we'll fire some aft medium lasers. You're closer. Double tap you. And then the Stingray going head to head with the Cheetah. I'm going to fire our twin larges and a medium. and see if I see if I can cause enough of an internal effect. I need some water, don't I? We have PVCs and 2 large lasers actually, which is very nice. Don't shoot my prize. All right, the Eagle opening fire on that Shadowhawk and Sparrowhawk, again managing it with both PVCs. He has opened up the rear and then proceeded to twin engine crit with his medium laser and sent him possibly out of control. That'll probably send him off the map if he doesn't eject. Cheetah opening fire on the Stingray, managing to nick up some of the armor. One of the AC-10 eyes misses, however the other one still hits. Did not roll high enough in order to actually cause a critical effect. You know, I'm now realizing that human TRO Aerospace on the Aerospace fighters would actually be insanely good with how often they crit. One AC-20 hits, the other one misses. We've blown through your armor. There's 3 internal remaining. And the machine guns... Wait, no, the machine guns finish him off. So there goes La Cheetah. Other Cheetah managing to shoot at the Thunderbird. Thunderbird does not much care. The Thunderbird returning fire and critical hits on the medium laser. The Stingray opening up and fire control system hits and twin heatsink destroyed when he fired his large lasers at that Cheetah. So almost on through. Alrighty, we are still fine and dandy when it comes to our safe boosting. The enemy not so much. Out of control with that Sparrowhawk still. So he's going to fly out of the... And both Sparrowhawks remain out of control. I believe they're going to be zipping off the map. Although so will we if we continue to follow him. Yeah, he's gone. Alright, Lucifer, you need to turn it all the way around. I'm going to kick the boosters on over there, put you back into the fight. I have 25, 28, couldn't read well. Wait, what? It's 20 XP, some aero pilots should get it. I agree. I think it would be fairly good. At least for the next 6 months, anyway. Reaver has managed to butcher its target. We are down to 2 enemies left on the map. I kind of want to get the Eagle out of here. I'm going to give you a nice, safe turn. Oh, that's not a safe turn. So I'm just going to let you continue off in that direction for now. Right, and the Samurai. I do want to get the Samurai back in because I know how much the pilot is eager to cause damage. Can I get a turn on that? I cannot. Can I decelerate? That actually works. Handbrake turn on the Reaver. Thunderbird needs to come back around at some point. I want to know what this Cheetah F10 is going to do. Same problem with him, so unfortunately... We're going to do a nice little handbrake turn as well. Looks like he's given chase. And if I boosted to... Does this put me in medium laser range? I don't think so. Oh, it does! Just barely. Alright, we're going to hook the Samurai back in on like so. And the Stingray is also going to follow suit. See if I can actually get the Stingray to have a good shot at this. Can I decelerate one and make that same maneuver? Okay, can I decelerate two? Yes, I can. Beautiful. We're going to come at him out of the sun. Both Sparrowhawks flying out of the map. You're safe out there in the middle of nowhere. Let's have the Samurai open up everything he's got because I'm nose on. And our aft weapons not able to fire. Lucifer cruising back on into this whole insanity. I'm going to focus on this Cheetah because the Cheetah number 4 is staring down a Reaver. And I think he's got it. Could be wrong, but I think he's got that under control. Fire, fire, and out of range with the mediums. Reaver, of course. Hello. Twin AC-20, twin SRM, and then some machine guns. Not all of the machine guns, unfortunately. Significantly fewer machine guns, but still. It's worth something. And then Thunderbird also mentioned to get that turn in far enough in order to get twin large laser and at least one of his LRMs onto target, which will also then follow up with, I believe, a medium laser. Yes. To fully round up that heat curve. Stingray nose to nose with his target, twin larges and a medium for the burn that he's got. Oh, that pilot's so much cheating. Can you fly backwards? Not really. No. Unfortunately, yeah, as Gray mentions, because of Fossil. So there's no awesome Battlestar Galactica maneuver of just turning completely around and flying backwards while you shoot in your opponent's face. Samurai missing 2 medium lasers, then proceeds to start laying into the target. 0 armor remaining on the nose. He then fires one of his small lasers, which gets through to the aft of the aircraft. Interesting. Engine hit, so he's now going to be even more vulnerable. Enemy Cheetah opening fire on our Reaver does hit us in the nose, but we have 100 armor. Lucifer opening fire does manage to hit the pilot in the Cheetah F-10. So T4 managing to almost go headhunting for him. Reaver then proceeds to fire twin AC-20s, hitting both times. There's apparently 0 SI remaining. That's not going to help him, and the machine guns will see it home. So that's gone. Thunderbird opening as well. Avionics hits, engine hits. Stingray hitting for some sensor hits. He can't be much longer for this world. Okay, continuing to succeed on our piloting checks, which are keeping us alive. Who is left? Oh, he's so badly damaged he's immobile. Oh no, that's the pilot, never mind. There appears to be a single Stingray left. The Lucifer is going to just sort of putter into position. And we're going to turn nice and gently. Again, we don't want to hook the Eagle too hard right now. If I don't have to waste power, I don't want to waste power. I'm going to decelerate. Oh, I need one more. There. Because the Cheetah is in this space. And we want to make sure that we can lay into him. He's got basically nothing left. Alright, we should be in his blind spot. The Reaver also real slow all the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4. So. And the Thunderbird will also decelerate. Right on perfectly there. Stingray's got a boost on out of here though. Eagle is off in the distance. We're only going to use energy weapons now because we do need to preserve some ammunition at the end of the day. Otherwise it just becomes very, very, very expensive and dangerous. So no AC-10Is this time, just his medium lasers and his small lasers. And gonna save his machine guns as well. So significantly less punch, but still decent enough. Only machine gun ammo on the Reaver. Yeah, I'll save it. I really do not want to burn through ammo that I don't have. Triple large laser strike into your back. Stingray is out. And destroyed by ejection. Alrighty, that should be it. Lots of extra damage. Pilot stays unconscious. These Sparrowhawks are going to come back. This stuff can't really be salvaged. Not really, unfortunately. So how much fuel did the Cheetah bring? The Cheetah has enough fuel to last, theoretically, near enough 3 months. Once you actually start taking into account of actually like combat and burning and maneuvering more aggressively than simple cruising, is closer probably to 2-ish months at best. So it would be safe to have the ship refueled at 2 months. I'm going to call that, though, a fairly absolute win unless we want to wait around for the Sparrowhawk. I don't think we need to. We're going to let the Sparrowhawks go pick up their friends, and we're going to declare victory on this one. Slash Victory. Will it recognize that? It does not recognize that. Alrighty. Here's to your end of your movement. Space combat can be very, very dangerous, as you can see. And also expensive. Got the salvage file. That. We control the battlefield. We absolutely do. So light damage on the Eagle and on the Stingray. That was my fault. Burned a little bit too much. So about 10 tons of fuel. I can double check right after this. Nobody was wounded, which is excellent. And I still don't know why it's... Oh, I'm a bloody moron. I'll give you guys a credit of armor. But no, you will ransom over these parts. Because you really can't afford to take them. You might be able to take 1 or 2. There's no armor left there. There's no armor left there. Oh, there's some armor there. You'll be able to drag it alongside outside the ship for a little while. Or right there. I'll get you some armor and then we'll throw it away. But you won't get the money for this. I'm going to declare the Sparrowhawks are not fair game. They escaped. Because they did zip out of the combat zone. Unless some of our fighters stay outside of the carrier doesn't have space for sellable points. Yeah, so what we'll end up doing is we'll lash them to the side of the hull while we're not boosting, and then we'll have people work outside to strip and remove that stuff. And then we'll cast it off and then head back. Yeah, it's really limited. It's a tactical transport. So that's all it's really designed to do. Combat in space. They did very well. Let's see. Oh god. Several cheetahs were ejected from. One by the samurai, one by and I believe one was taken by the stingray, wasn't it? Yeah, we'll go that way. So, congratulations on the successful mission. And now we need to head over to Aerospace Fighter Cruise. Tentacle Shogun. Basically, I need to look for the Reaver. Spend XP. You're about to become a veteran, which will give you your free roll. So, current skills, gunnery, aerospace, boom, sensor geek. Sensor geek is worthless to you because we're not playing using those rules. Did it say it was a draw? It shouldn't have. Let me go fix that if it does. Yeah, it did. Edit. This was not a draw. This was a stunning victory. All right, so we're going to re-roll this because Sensor Geek doesn't work. So because the bot does not understand how to run with God, I cannot speak today. Does not understand how to run with double blind rules. Sensor Geek doesn't give us anything, so we're going to get rid of it. If I have 20 XP, can I get Human Hero Aerospace? Where is the dream baby? There it is. You do. Spend XP. Special abilities, Human Hero, Arrow. Congratulations. It's a very good ability to get. So we are going to reroll that, utilizing the handy dandy Mukai rules. And we need to first find over here. All the way over company creation. This lovely little list here, which is technically for MechWarrior abilities, but we can run with some minor modification of it. That also means also means that I will need a D20, or rather a D100. Normally have these all ready to go. So 2 10s. This roll doesn't count. So this will be 1 through 10. If it gets to 0, it's 0. And if it rolls a 9 and a 10, then that's 90 plus 10 is 100. So that's the way we're currently doing these rules when it comes to how we roll that. So we're in Discord. There's a copy of the Mukai rules. It's under the house rules section. So we get 57, which according to Mukai rules is single weapon specialist. What do you want? It can be SRM4s, AC-20s, or machine guns. The single weapon specialist gives you a -2 to hit, which is a good thing. Can't just roll a D100. I mean, it's the good old-fashioned way of doing things, you know? You gotta do it the fun way. And that's the way we're doing it, with animated dice. So, which gun do you want? AC-20s, SRM4s, or machine guns to be your specialty weapon? It'll give you a -2 to hit with that gun, and you won't have any other negatives. It can be changed at a later date. So, I feel like the AC-20 is probably the wise choice here. I would agree. So let's go fix his settings. We need to go edit the person. Over to special abilities. You, sir, did not get Sensor Geek because that ability does not work. So, plus -2 on sensor checks, which we don't use sensors, which is why it sucks. But weapon specialist. Now here's the problem. We got to find AC-20. There it is. Oh, good. That was way easier than usual. There you go. Weapon specialist AC-20, an excellent ability to have rolled up as your random veteran. So congratulations. Let's see who else has his stuff. This is Soundwave. Soundwave has enough experience, I believe, to level up. Yeah. Soundwave is also right on the edge. So, what does Tactical Genius do? I know I can't get it. I'm just curious. Tactical Genius gives you a bonus in tactics, I believe. And AC 20 just became, yeah, it became -2 better, which is really good. Yeah, at some point, someone's gonna have to get in touch with Soundwave Ghost, and we need to know what he wants to spend his stuff on. Because he's right there as well. At least I'm finally being able to get you guys to knock off your abilities. Finally. You're finally spending on things. But yeah, that's gonna be fun. Give him the EI implant perk. No, we're not going that far. That would be ridiculous. Speaking of ridiculous, we're going to put a cut in here for YouTube. We have 2 more missions that theoretically we can get through before the end of today. Hopefully that'll happen, and this will be more breakthrough attacker work because we're pushing on through to make sure the enemy doesn't get a chance. So to my YouTube people, thank you very much for watching. I have been Tyrek. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to receive a notification every single time I post one of these videos, press that little bell icon, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next episode. Ta-ta.